brand new whip just hop.
Beep beep, Scooby Dooby Doo. Keep beep beep bop beep.
Oh.
We need to come up with something we sing every time. Yodeling. Yeah, I actually don't know how to yodel. Oh, there we go.
Yodel, yodel,
Yodel. I'm swimming in my pool.
I'm diving like a fool.
And all you think I do is try to act cool. Try to act cool. Hello.
Hello.
What the heck is up? Hi, Claire.
Hi, Glow.
How are you?
Hi, good.
I'm good. I mean, I'm glad you're good. Bam, 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 bam. Welcome to episode number 2. I'm still Gloriana.
I'm still Claire444 on Instagram.
Yes.
Claire.444, excuse me.
We love the immediate promo. You're like, I'm Claire.444, but on Instagram, actually.
That's right.
I love that.
My Instagram persona.
I really, really love that. I guess in that sense, I'm Lady Gleep at sign ahead of that, and on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube. And I think I'm other things on other places.
I'm only doing that because I haven't used Instagram in a while, but I feel like if I keep promoting it, then it'll force me to use
you
it.
downloaded today, right?
I re-downloaded today.
Yeah.
First time since January.
How was it?
Not the best. Not
Yeah.
the best. People, be wilding on the gram.
Are you gonna unfollow a bunch of people that you know?
Oh my
like
God,
what?
I need to. That was like one of the first things I noticed. I was like, who is this?
Who the flip are you?
Right.
Just a mass amount of who are you. People are going bald. People are getting tattoos. People are having
this is
babies.
what happens in 6 months? I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
You've only been offline for 6 months?
Or since January. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that fucking 6 months?
It's,
I can't.
No, it's October. It's been 10 months.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't quarantine crazy?
God, I don't even know what is what anymore.
I know. It's basically October.
Yeah, but that was wild. I'm not a big fan of Instagram. It's not my favorite platform, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
But I'm getting back into the swing of things.
Woo! Back on the road again.
Start posting. I've been I do this thing where I like hoard posts.
Oh, I wish I could do that because as a photographer, I want my photography not only to look good, but look good in the feed. But I'm so bad at planning ahead that it's always super spontaneous, and my feed looks like trash.
My feed does also currently look like trash, but
garbanzo beans.
I've been printing things out and arranging them on a wall,
I love that because there's apps for it where you could easily just like design it on your phone. But I love that you're going full trying to solve a murder, but with your Instagram feed.
Yeah, little pieces of yarn.
This one's for Tuesday. October. Oh shoot, I don't know any Tuesdays.
Speaking of October, no, October is I think it is it Tuesday?
If you're listening to this the day it comes out, it is October 1st. Okay. 2020. So happy October.
And most importantly, happy Halloween.
Happiest of the weens. I hope all your weens are hollow. I hope every ween you ever come across
is hollowed out.
It's just super hollow. Like jack-o'-lantern style. Oh my gosh, that'd be a really great jack-o'-lantern idea. A hot dog.
What?
Like on the outside.
Literally, I don't know why. Yeah, and just draw 2 little eyes with Sharpie on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Why?
Most people's, I feel.
I've always wished I had a Halloween costume that was Heidi Klum level Halloween. I wish I could put myself into it like that, make myself a homemade costume, but I don't think I've ever done a good one.
Well, Project Runway, baby.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever see when she dressed up as Fiona?
Oh my God.
Her Halloween parties if any,
immaculate.
I don't
absolutely.
Yeah,
immaculate.
I don't crave to be famous, but I want to be famous enough where she'd throw me an invite, even if it was out of pity.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, I
Like,
would
oh,
even
she's
just to
trying.
work there. I would work. I would hand out hors d'oeuvres. I would do anything just to like step foot in one of those parties.
Yeah, where does she get it from? You know,
I
the
don't
idea.
know. If you just look up like Heidi Klum Halloween costumes, look up not just a specific year, but look at all of them because they're all so good. It's ridiculous how in Halloween she's in. I wish.
In Halloween.
Yeah, she is in it. I think the best Halloween costumes though I ever saw in person. There was these two kids who made homemade SpongeBob and Patrick Halloween costumes. It was honestly the most revolutionary thing I'd ever seen. My mom took a picture of them at the front door.
Absolutely.
Like she was like, wait, let me grab a camera.
It makes you feel bad for the kids whose parents didn't let them watch SpongeBob.
Yeah. First of all.
Or who the kids who voluntarily chose not to watch SpongeBob.
Who? Name some.
Should I name drop?
I don't want you to embarrass people like that, like for no reason.
Yeah, honestly, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Shame.
What was the best Halloween costume you've ever had? Were you a homemade type of girl?
Oh,
like
what? You know what? You know what? It's I hate to say it. I did the Playboy Bunny for like 3 years. 4 years.
No, but let's start at the base of Halloween, where like Halloween's your childhood.
Okay, so childhood Halloween, not when I was mentally ill throughout high school. I think Pop Star is the one that I immediately go to. I had a little headset mic. I had a fuzzy crop top, first crop top I ever owned. I had little flare metallic pants. That was a good one. Honestly, in my childhood, I can't really remember. I don't remember any like very specific good ones.
I've always hated October and Halloween because I'm a baby. And my dad loves scary stuff. There's this amusement park called Playland, and they have haunted rides, you know, the ones in the carts that you like go through and then come out.
Oh, yes. You go into that little haunted house in the park. Sometimes you have a little laser gun. And yeah.
My dad would pay me $20 to go in there with him, and I would just take his $20 bill.
Taking off her satchel right now.
I would take his $20 bill. I would sit in the front of the cart with him. I'd keep my eyes closed the entire time, and I would scream so I couldn't hear anything trying to scare me, because if I was the only thing I could hear, then nothing could scare me. And I've always been a baby. Like anytime, and like I feel like in high school it was super popular for people to want to go to Six Flags or haunted hayride things. I would stay home. No FOMO. Yeah. I didn't feel bad. I'd rather stay home than have my heart rate go up.
Yeah, I just can't relate to that at all. Love scary movies, love the whole nine.
No, the first scary movie I ever saw was Mothman, because I walked in on my mom watching it, and I'd never run quicker in the other direction. Never. I don't run. I've never completed a pacer test.
Don't even get me fucking started on the pacer.
I won't get you started.
And to the kids who would like compete at and they'd be in the hundreds. Did you have that at your school?
Every school had that.
Who are you trying to press?
Let's be the pacer test for Halloween this year. Maybe we can get a third person to be the gym teacher, or maybe I'll be the gym teacher with the boom box, and I'll be playing it on repeat, and you dress in like the 12-inch inseam Nike shorts and like an Under Armour shirt, and wear some football socks and some
Nike Elites.
Yeah, and the ones that have like the left and the right on the socks.
Yeah, those are them. Those are them.
And then what was like the Oreos shoes, the 11s.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then you could just like, I don't know, have fake sweat on you. We could rub you in some Vaseline, and you could look like you just completed the pacer test.
Yeah, no, I would honestly love that. I'd love to flashback. I remember one of my friends would try to skip like a part of the pacer test. Like he was like, oh, I'm just gonna hide behind the bleachers like every other run back and forth, right? Yeah. So we started doing that, and the gym teacher blew her whistle and called him out in front of the whole 50 kids that were in the gym. It was something.
I never had a partner that would cheat for me and just give me a passing. I'm like, please just say that I did 18. Right. And she's like, you did 12. Fucking asshole. But dude, Halloween in Halloween in elementary school, did you ever wear your costume to school? Like, did you ever do the parade moment?
No, we didn't do any of that.
What?
I wore my Halloween costume to college. What was it, sophomore year? I dressed up as Salvador Dali.
I remember that. The mustache was phenomenal.
Yeah. No one else was wearing a costume.
I've always loved dressing up, but since I'm such a procrastinator, I hear a noise, but I literally cannot figure out what it is. It sounds like thunder, or maybe it's my voice.
I think it's my swishy coat, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's your swishy coat. Sorry, we're new at this. We're having technical difficulties. But I love dressing up, but since I'm such a procrastinator, I would have a really good Halloween costume idea every year, and then last minute I'm $50 Snow White from Spirit Halloween. Like in my brain, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be Jessica Rabbit, or I'm gonna be
Betty Boop.
I was Betty Boop, actually. Have I ever told you that story?
I think you did. That's where I pulled it from.
Yeah, I was. First of all, my mom let me be outrageous Halloween costumes at such young ages, and I kind of love her for that, because I was Betty Boop in 6th grade. She was such a sex symbol, and I was just like...
Iconic.
Yeah, pulling up to school in a red dress. I'm pretty sure I wore a garter.
Pull up stop it right now. You pull up to school...
as Betty Boop. And my teachers are like, who are you? I'm like, Betty Boop. And they're like, full doe-eyed looking at me. Like, how do you know who Betty Boop is? Since I was a child of... Oh, wait, wrong button. Fuck, that's still the wrong button. I need to learn. Divorce. Actually, not divorce, just separation. My carry-on bag when I go from house to house was a huge Betty Boop bag, and I went to Catholic school, and I would literally bring it to school with me. It was like this huge red bag with Betty Boop and a heart, and
her pin-up.
Yeah, and like her pin-up pose. My parents really were on one. I appreciated it so much.
I love that. You know, my mom would try to like not let me have Bratz dolls. Oh, and I got them.
Bratz, I feel like, are gonna be a big Halloween costume this year if people do anything. I don't see myself doing anything, but I was really trying to convince Michael and a whole bunch of people to be the episode of SpongeBob where they're all superheroes.
Great episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be Sandy in that. If you have to Google it, please do. That purple jumpsuit. It was amazing.
Right, the episode where they're fighting the villains, the Dirty Bubble.
Great episode. And Michael is currently sitting in right now. What was Krakatoa. I wanted Michael to be Krakatoa. Oh, but it's Squidward in a red jumpsuit with a volcano on his head.
Good. And he does the little lava.
Yeah. When was the last year you went trick-or-treating?
When I was 19.
What?
I was 19. I was like, this is the last year of my childhood. I was having like a moment, because I was like, I'm going to be 20 next year. So I dressed up with my best friend Alicia as ghosts, as sheet ghosts. So
perfect.
You couldn't really tell.
Unidentifiable, basically.
Right.
So the only thing that giving it away is height, but you could be tall and a child.
Exactly. So we just went from house to house and collected actually a lot of candy.
Yeah, I feel like the last time I went trick-or-treating, I was in high school for sure. I can't remember what year, but I think it might have been freshman year. We all dressed up as superheroes. But when I say that, I just mean we all wore capes and went around.
Right.
I wish I went balls to the wall one year.
I went balls to the wall one year. I was Mia Wallace.
That's another high school. You might as well just been a Playboy bunny at that point if
you
were
what?
Mia Wallace.
You know what? I was a Playboy bunny the year before that. So there you go. Yeah, and I thought I was doing something with the short black wig.
Last year was my best Halloween costume, even though no one really understood it. But to me, it was so original and funny that I didn't really care that no one knew what I was.
Oh, right.
Do you remember what I was?
You had stickers all over you.
What kind?
Smiley face stickers.
Yeah.
And you were in a suit.
Uh-huh.
And you did have a tail, did you not?
I did have a tail.
So combined, those
I was a cat in a smiley face suit. And I was the purr, 'cause I'm a cat, suit of happiness.
Oh, right.
And I had to explain it to I had a Halloween party last year.
I remember. I showed up as
bought
a cowboy. Boo.
I bought so much candy 'cause I thought I was going to get trick-or-treaters 'cause I live in a house for the first time in forever. Not a single person came to the door.
Also, boo.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Full
I
boo.
ate a lot of that candy, though.
I remember that's really sad. I mean, I think growing up, since we live on the East Coast, Halloween has been canceled before, so maybe kids have gone without it and their parents, just gave them candy, and then it got to the point where
it's just
kids don't really care about candy. Like, why do I have to dress up? But when we were children, sicko mode. You bring a
pillowcase.
Thank you. You only trick or treat with a pillowcase. If you don't, I don't know
did
what
it
you're
any
doing.
other way. I'm sorry, it was wrong.
It was wrong. There's not a lot of wrong ways to do it, but if you don't have a pillowcase, it's wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I get a lot of trick-or-treaters either, although I live on a main road. You kind of live off a main road, too. That goes to a dead end.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Hey, guys, in case you're ever looking for my house.
Right.
But I remembered I would never trick-or-treat in my own neighborhood growing up. I lived in an apartment for most of the time, which you think would be the most elite thing ever because it's door to door, but no one trick-or-treats in apartment buildings.
So stupid. Missed opportunity.
I wish, 'cause
I would literally hike my ass a mile down someone's long ass driveway for a fucking popcorn ball, for a fucking bag of pretzels.
You didn't like popcorn balls?
No, I took popcorn ball. I took popcorn ball back and replaced it with bag of pretzels. And I know some people liked bag of pretzels, but honestly, goodbye.
No, you're so wrong.
Fucking liked bag of pretzels.
Oh wait, sorry. I hated bag of pretzels. I don't even like pretzels on any other day.
If you're fucking handing out bags of pretzels for Halloween, reevaluate.
We would pregame trick-or-treating as elementary school students in my best friend's grandma's neighborhood. In the sense of like, for some reason all grandmas lived on this road. Like, it was all just elderly single women.
Yeah, it was just
and so we would
gathering.
we'd go to my friend's grandma's house, and she was a dentist, so she'd make us like do stupid dentist stuff on a Halloween night, no candy and whatever.
What kind of fucking Willy Wonka shit is that?
But then she would take us to all of her friends' houses on the street, and it was the type of where you'd walk in and they'd have cupcakes and hot apple cider in a crock pot, and the TV was on playing Halloween
apple
stuff.
Cider in a crock pot, and the garage door is open.
Yeah, and it's like, come in, we made snacks, and we'd pregame there, and it was always awesome. And we'd take some, literally ladle in the crock pot, some homemade apple cider.
Would you ever? This is just you just unlocked a random ass memory. You said apple cider in a crock pot. But one time we used to go to my best friend's neighborhood to trick or treat, and like there was just like a family, a dude, I guess, and his wife who would just Literally had the garage open. We're sitting on 2 lawn chairs with a fucking crock pot, a hot apple cider in the middle. And that's what they gave out.
Those houses were the best houses in the world.
And they had like a fire going.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the mood. Those people, amazing. That's like not even scared to go in. Like some houses, your parents would be like,
alarming.
Yeah, you're like, don't go in. Like if they ask you to come in.
No, they have decorations.
Yeah.
They have a jack-o'-lantern. They have decorations.
The worst. Oh my gosh, the worst people there was this one house every year when I went trick-or-treating as a child that would scare you when you came to the door.
Love that.
They'd be hiding.
I love that.
Yeah. No.
Thank
you. And the people who dressed up in scary costumes that would scare you
as
they're walking.
Trays. Oh my god, did you ever get that? One time I walked up to a door and this guy, it was like, oh, please grab one, and it looked like it was like a scarecrow or like a mannequin holding the tray. I was like, lovely. Awful. And I went to go grab one, and he moved.
Awful.
And
awful.
That was great.
I hated people who would try.
I love being scared.
I hate being scared. I remember, when you fantasize. Me, though. Do you ever used to fantasize about being famous and like talking on a TV show? Would you ever like rehearse your TV show?
Sometimes.
So I used to be like, oh, I really hope I don't have to go on Ellen and she decides to scare me, because she was very much the type of person she did all those scares.
I'm not familiar with Ellen. I was never an Ellen.
I went through a big Ellen phase in 6th grade. It was on right out as I got off the bus, so there was really nothing else to watch.
I don't know why my ass was allowed to watch Maury, but that's what was on.
I love that you watched Maury. He would also be an amazing
Halloween
like 11
costume. Or 12. I'd come home and I'd watch Maury. I'd be like, and he is not the father.
Maury would be the most. Oh wait, no. You know what I thought you were talking about? Jerry Springer.
Oh, him too.
Yeah, him too. Jerry Springer is now a judge. He has a court show. It's called Judge Jerry.
Stop it right now.
Yeah, would also be a great Halloween costume.
He did that thing?
Yeah.
That was his real...
Jerry, no, he's not a judge. You don't have to be a judge to be a judge on TV.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked at People's Court in Stanford, sorry. And I would also dress up as her for Halloween. But yeah, I don't think she was a judge, but she did go to law school.
Huh.
I think she went to Harvard or a fancy school.
So then, yeah.
That's not a judge. A lawyer is not a judge. Can we confirm that?
I know,
Legal government name Michael. Hey, is he in here?
Yeah, legal government name Michael's lying on the ground.
Oh, his fam. Oh wait, he knows judges and lawyers, so I assume they don't. Like, you can't just be one.
No, I think you have to go to law school, and then from law school you become a judge.
Yeah, I think being a TV judge though is completely different. Really? Yeah, I have a Judge Judy shirt. I could pretend to be a Judge Judy fan this year for Halloween.
You're not pretend. Whoa. Pretend. Did I hear that correctly?
No. I'll just be myself, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I was just going to dress up for to other people. It might look as I'm pretending because it's like, oh, you say you love Judge Judy, but you're dressing up as a fan today. And I'm like, no, I'm a fan every day. This is just what I normally wear.
I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah, no, I would never. I'm sorry. My mother's name is Judy.
Yeah, how could I forget?
Yeah, I love Judy's and the law.
No, I think that Judge Judy would be a good choice. Jerry Springer would be a better choice. Judge Judy and Jerry Springer should get married.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
That'd be nice.
Should we be them for Halloween and maybe kiss?
I think probably.
I bet if we dressed up good enough as both of them, we could like maybe sell the pictures to TMZ and get a rumor flowing.
Honestly,
because fun fact, the guy who works at TMZ used to work at People's Court. Maybe he has a thing for judges.
Does he really?
Yeah, he used to be like the talk show in between. He would go on the streets and ask people about People's Court.
Oh my God, I hate man on the street interviews. Have you ever had to do one of those? Oh,
do you remember when I was on?
I saw you.
One time Claire texted. No, I think you tweeted a picture of me on your TV screen, and I was doing like VH1 Top 20 on the
That
road.
was the most random. I just like randomly turned on the TV and I looked up and I said, "Shut the hell up!" Is that Glow? And she's like, "My favorite song right now is my favorite album. I mean, is Lasers by Enrique Iglesias. Is it by Enrique Iglesias?
I don't remember a
Lupe
single thing it said.
Fiasco.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Did you ever?
Oh, there's a bug in here.
There is a bug in here. Did you ever? How bad were you on Mischief Night?
Bad.
Forever?
Bad forever. Yes.
When's the last time you did a Mischief Night?
I mischief every day.
Tell me. Well, one of my
What, like vandalized some shit? Stole some shit? What are we
no,
talking?
I'm talking like October 30th. Like, what have you done on Mischief Night?
One time, I stole a bunch of mailboxes.
Oh, you did do that.
That was bad.
I think the worst thing I ever did on Mischief Night was put bologna on someone's car, which is pretty bad.
What, that takes off the paint and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know if it actually happened. I was with people who were doing it, so by association, I did it. I wasn't the person who laid the bologna on the car.
By association you did it because you didn't stop it?
Yeah. I watched her put the bologna on the car.
Yeah, but that wasn't your vendetta, huh?
No, I didn't know whose car it was.
Did the person?
It was in their neighborhood, so potentially. I don't know if it was malicious.
Damn, if they were just doing it to just do it.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dick. Yeah.
We ransacked their neighborhood. They were also really, really like, vigilantes is when like you're doing good for. Yeah, they weren't vigilantes. They were just little rats roaming the streets.
Yeah, delinquents.
Yeah, I think the worst thing I ever did with my own physical hands on Mischief Night was completely TP my friend's neighbor's house with my friend. And we were probably like in 8th grade. And the next morning she stormed over and she said, "Pick it all up right now." And
How did she know it was you? Did you deny?
We were the only, it was the Grandma Street.
I would have denied her death of me. I said, "Wasn't me, bitch."
No, she knew it was both of us. And her grandma felt really bad. So she was like, "You know what, guys? Next year you could TP my house as much as you want." And the next year we went so bizarrely crazy on her house, which hurts my heart now because like waste of toilet paper. But it was beautiful.
Okay, but TPing, maybe possibly unpopular opinion, harmless.
It is harmless.
Yeah,
it's gonna
funny.
rain. It's also beautiful. I think it looks so cool. We did her whole roof, every tree in her front yard, wrapped her car. It was everything. It was everything.
You know what I never thought was a good like prank?
What?
Covering shit in like stickies. Did you do that? I feel
like the Post-it notes.
Yeah.
No, someone saran wrapped my car once.
Oh,
we also went and saran wrapped other people's cars because. Really? Yeah, we went to this person. I won't name their name.
This is like a vague.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I think I do.
We found out we were watching this kid's Snapchat story. This is how awful we were in high school. We watched this kid's Snapchat story and we saw that they were in New York City. And we were like, "Oh, that means their car's parked at the train station."
Oh my god.
So we got not just one car of people, 2 cars of people. We went to the train station. We found his car. We completely saran wrapped it. The whole thing. Like not even just like around. We rolled it underneath the car multiple times, threw it over the roof. Full saran wrap. Yeah. And then not only did we do that, we took a group picture around his car.
Yeah, that was good.
Just mischieving for no reason. It was that was a mischief for no reason. But
October
it was
30th all year.
Yeah, basically. I don't really think I did mischief much as a kid. I was way too scared. If anything, I think I ding dong ditched a lot.
I never had the balls to ding dong ditch for some reason.
We would when I lived, I didn't have any. No, I had one neighbor. I used to live in this town, but I didn't go to school there. I like commuted to school in a different town, so I had no friends in my neighborhood, but I was friends with my neighbor.
Right.
And we would just ding dong ditch people who like lived literally a house away or 2 houses down, and they'd see us running home. like down the sidewalk. They would just know. And we didn't wait till it was midnight or dark out or like think to hide in front. We would just start running down the street. Yeah. I definitely peed my pants like from laughing so hard and running.
I actually think I did ding dong ditch one person, but it was like a girl that was my age, and I like didn't like her for some reason, and she was in my neighborhood. And she caught me, and she was like, "I see you in the bush," and I didn't acknowledge it. I was like, no. Camouflage, and I just waited until she went back inside, and I think I did it again.
My worst Halloween ever. Let me walk you through it.
I've had some fucking weird ones.
I'll tell you my worst Halloween. It's 4th grade, right? Mm-hmm. Who was I gonna be that year? I think I wanted to be Steve from Blue's Clues for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why. I was gonna tie my hair up and
iconic.
I used to have a stuffed Blue's Clues, so I was just gonna carry a notebook and the stuffed Blue's Clues, and I had a Blue's Clues pillowcase. Like I was so prepared to be Steve. Mm-hmm. And I sit next to this kid, and like he's itching his head like crazy during class. Oh. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So then my teacher sends him to the nurse's office, and the nurse, the nurse calls the classroom. The phone rings, and then little do you know, we were in groups of 4. We were in groups of 4, so our whole little
what was
desk cubby. I wish I could remember because I hated him for a very long time, but he got it from the Boys and Girls Club the day before. But anyways, I go to the nurse's office, and she checks my scalp. She didn't even have to use the magnifying glass. She was like, "I'm calling your mom." And my mom, being a hairdresser,
what were they scampering? Why didn't she check your head?
They were huge.
Shut your fucking mouth.
She didn't even she saw them crawling on my head. By the way, I had lice, in case no one's picked up on it yet. I had lice on Halloween in 4th grade. And my mom picked me up in a like a shower cap, because my mom was a hairdresser and she was terrified. She already had the fairy tales in the car ready to go, and all the lice medicine.
So how old are you in 4th grade? What, 8?
Remember, if you're listening to this podcast, we cannot do math.
Right.
Maybe. I babysat a kid who was 9, and he was in elementary school, so
maybe we were like 10.
Yeah. Well, sure. Okay. 10. We'll go with 10.
We'll go 10. 4th grade 10.
That feels wrong.
I think 8 was right, but
I'm gonna say 9.
All right, 9.
I feel like 10 is.
So you had to cope with having lice.
So
at 9.
Yeah, and my sister at the time is in kindergarten, and my mom picks me up from school, and she's just hysterically crying, like something awful has happened to me.
Oh, right.
Like over exaggerating so much. I don't even think I had that long of hair at the time. It was probably shoulder length. Right. And we're in the bathroom, and she's combing my hair, and every time she finds one, she's like, "Oh my God," like screaming and crying, and she would jump and gasp when she saw them moving, and was just so upset for me that it made me feel so much worse about myself.
Yeah. Is that the only time you ever had lice?
Yeah, thank God. But it was on Halloween. Yeah. And my mom's boyfriend at the time, his family would go sicko on Halloween and throw these huge parties. So I was so sad because my sister, my mom, and my mom's boyfriend just left me with
Stop with your fucking life.
With my life.
No candy?
No, my mom bought me she bought out Shell gas station.
As she should. Yeah,
she got me maybe 30 Reese's cups. She was like, "Here you go, Gloriana. I'm so sorry." And I'm pretty sure my neighbor or someone was babysitting me while I had lice, and everyone went to this fucking party.
So I really feel that story on a spiritual level, having had lice twice in my life.
It sucked so bad.
Lice is honestly unexplainable.
It's rude.
It's the thought of knowing there's a little bug crawling on your little.
Not only is it crawling on you, it's laying eggs on purpose.
No, yeah. When I found out I had
It's
lice,
colonizing your scalp.
I was 12, and I got it from. Should I name drop?
No.
I know who you are. And I won't forget. I got it from. And, and I think I was like 12 or 13, and I came home, and I'll fucking never forget it. I was itching my head like literally crazy, and I went and I think I like slept over my friend's house, and I was like, I was wearing a beanie, thank God, and I was like, I gotta go, I gotta go shower or something, my head is really itching, and I thought it was just dandruff. I thought I was winter, because I kept telling everyone around me my head really itches, and my dad's like, I have chronic dry scalp, just use the tea gel. So I'm using the fucking tea gel. Nothing's happening. Head's still itchy as hell. I'm in the shower one day, and I swear to God, Glow, I reached back and pulled.
No.
No. Like a clumpy ball of white. That's like a nest. Like a lice nest. That's not even a lie. And I looked at it in my hand, it was moving, and I flicked it off and I put it in the water, and I saw it like kind of disintegrate. It looked like a piece of cotton candy, or like it kind of looked like some like like ceiling insulation almost, but white and moving. And I said, "Shut the actual fuck up!" And I think that's when I knew, And I had like a moment in the bathroom, and then I had to go downstairs, and I said, "Dad, you need to check my head." Did
your dad even know what lice was?
My dad did know what lice was.
Okay, I feel like everyone who's ever been in elementary school knows what lice is.
I'm like, Dad, you need to check my head for lice. And he's like, oh. And I remember I was sitting in the kitchen on the kitchen chair, and my dad got out a fucking monocle. This isn't even a lie. A fucking monocle.
Okay, Mr. Peanut.
And he pulled a fat ass lice from my head and held it in these little tweezers and was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Look at it." And I looked at it through the fucking monocle, and it scarred me. It was like squirming about. Oh my God!
They look like ticks for your head. They're like human ticks, human fleas.
A magnifying glass?
I don't need to.
Absolutely outrageous.
I don't want to.
So gross. And then he showed my mom. My mom started crying. Same thing. and Colin's like, Colin's my brother. He's like, I'm gonna have to shave my head. I have lice.
People who volunteer to shave their head.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't know. And then my mom was like, I can't deal with it. I can't. She couldn't do it. So my dad had to comb through my hair every single night.
Yeah.
For like 2-3 weeks.
Oh my God, that long?
Right? That's how long it lasts. 2 weeks. That's how I remember.
I thought I'd say 3 days max in my brain.
No, I had an infestation, baby.
You were like circus tent over the head style.
Like straight up. I don't know who the fuck was carrying it like that. But damn.
Anytime my head's been itchy after, I get really scared.
Oh, 100%.
Like just the smallest itch on my head gives me the heebie-jeebs.
Oh my God, still to this day. And you know what? From that, it's given me a complex to think that any itch is some sort of infestation and or parasite. My skin was itchy a couple months ago. I'm like, it must be scabies. I like fully convinced myself that I had scabies.
Awful. I remember my mom told me, she was like, only people who are really clean get lice because lice like clean hair. And I was like, thank you for saying I'm cleanly, because I feel like lice gets a bad rap. Lice love clean people.
Yeah, lice does love clean people. So
Life do be loving the clean girls.
Yeah.
But what was your worst Halloween? Did they coincide with the lice? Or were you...
No, the lice was during, like, more around Christmas time, actually. Okay.
That post-Hallow lice.
Let me think now about my Halloweens. I've had some pretty wild Halloweens, like, just going from, like, place to place.
Yeah, we would always hit specific neighborhoods. We had a time schedule. like first we'd go to my grandpa's neighborhood, and then we'd hit another grandma's neighborhood. Then we do the road with all the big houses on it, and then we do all the road with the houses super close to each other. And we'd go until it was like 6 to 9:30.
Right.
It was an event.
One time I rode my longboard around a bunch of neighborhoods and collected candy, and I saw my best friend's mom at the time, and she thought I was hammered, but I wasn't. I was just having like a joyous moment. It's pretty funny. I hugged her. What
are your Halloween candies of choice? Were you a trader?
You fucking know this.
Yeah, I know this because I know you.
It's only sweet and or sour. I'm not a chocolate whore.
First all, my mom would go through my candy and she would take her fee of Snickers. That was her go-to. Yeah. If I had a Snickers, it belonged to my mom. And
Snickers could suck a, yeah.
I didn't really care. It was never something that I wish I had. I would steal all of my sister's Reese's. I deserved all the Reese's because I'm that person.
Reese's Pumpkin?
The best one.
The absolute most fire one.
You have to like ratio? Peanut butter. The peanut butter to chocolate ratio is so good. We don't deserve it year round. That's why it only comes on Halloween. The Christmas trees are good. The eggs, I love a good egg, but it's not the same.
The egg is just like a cup, you know.
No, the chocolate ratio is really good on the Reese's egg. How many times have you had Reese's eggs?
A few times.
If you eat white chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups, you don't really exist to me. I don't see you as a threat.
You do not scare me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for you if anything, but I don't fear you.
That's like people who
you're just dead to me.
That's like people who like black licorice.
Yeah, people who like dots. People who
that's literally just. That's not even dots. That's what is that?
What are
cavity filler? Like, literally just gets so stuck.
Dots are disgusting. If you have dots at your house, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do something awful to your house. Maybe I'll stick them to your roof on Christmas Eve and be like, are you a gingerbread man? Do you live in house of dumb dots, sir? Yeah, and I'd make them feel like a fool.
Right.
For making me feel like a fool.
Yeah, dots suck. Tootsie Rolls suck.
Whoppers
suck.
Whoppers suck so bad.
They literally need to be absolutely illegal and discontinued.
What's the yellow box that's kind of like dots, but they're flies and insects and bugs? Or not, maybe they're just bugs. Are they jujubes or something?
Oh.
Is that what they're called?
Boo, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had a Charleston chew?
Also boo, unless
disgusting.
It's frozen. It's different frozen.
My mom would eat cow tails. I don't know if those
are also hit different frozen.
It's the same as a Charleston chew. Disgusting.
Can't stand any of that chocolate. That chocolate
See,
raw.
I would convince myself I like Three Musketeers, but I didn't. But I'd eat them all the time. Once the Reese's were gone, I'd hit the Three Musketeers next. And then I'm not a sweet candy girl, but I'll do Nerds.
I'll do any chocolate with nuts. That's pretty good. I love a nutty chocolate.
What's the best Halloween candy though for you?
Like, an Airhead's pretty fucking rare.
I hate Airheads.
Go fuck yourself. Literally,
the best part of an Airhead is shaking it till it becomes just a giant cube. But I don't want to eat it. I'd rather give it to you.
Thank you.
An Airhead to me is an empty gusher.
Don't do that.
It's like, where's the gush? I
know. It is an empty gusher, but there's still.
The only time I like sweet or sour candies if it has a gush in the middle. Ooh, do you remember when Starburst made the gushies?
Oh,
phenomenal.
Speaking of, I believe that my favorite candy was discontinued. If you could find them, send them to me. They're the chewy Jolly fucking Rancher chews that are they're green and red in the middle.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember I've seen you eat Jolly Rancher chews before.
Oh my god, the green and red in the middle ones.
They're green and red in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle there's green
But if you
lemons
actually
right
do,
now.
if you're listening and you'd like to send us something, we have a P.O.
That is right.
box. Our P.O. box is P.O. Box 855 in Norwalk, Connecticut. Zip code 06852. So if you'd ever want to send us something, I don't know why you'd want to, but maybe we'll manifest it.
That would be really wild.
That would be super awesome. So that's our P.O. box. I'm giving it a shout out.
I would definitely cry. I would definitely cry if any sort of Fruit Gusher or Jolly Rancher came through.
Yeah, make it out to Lady Gleep or Six of Hearts. I need to add Claire's name to the list. She's not on the name P.O. box list, so I don't know if your name was on it, if it would say anything, but you could write a letter and say, here, Claire.
You know, I don't even need my name on it. If you just send it in anonymous, blank, I'll know what's up. You know, they don't need to know if they don't already know.
Yeah, as long as it's getting to P.O. Box 855.
Then it's all set.
It's smooth sailing from here on out.
That's right.
Oh, wow. I wish we could trick or treat this year.
Who says we can't?
I'm 23. We need to find a child who has parents with autoimmune problems and we mask it up. We could go as doctors, which should be the Halloween costume this year. People should be finding out a way to incorporate their mask into Halloween costumes.
100%.
This is basically, not to bring up Heidi Klum again, but the Project Runway. This is the Project Runway of Halloween costumes. Here's a mask, make it work.
That's right.
What would you do?
Oh my God, there's so many options. I think I would go Burning Man style with it, probably.
Oh, pretend you're at a rave?
Yeah, maybe do something like that with some like a headpiece coming off. Oh no, I take it back. I'd be an orc.
An orc?
An orc from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, an orc. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I apologize on behalf of you, your boyfriend who doesn't exist to me, and anyone else listening who likes Lord of the Rings. He's a big fan though, right?
Huge fan.
Huge big fan. So I apologize to him even though he doesn't exist. So
no.
Is it really an apology?
He's yeah. It works.
It works.
He knows.
If he exists out there somewhere, he knows that I apologize on behalf of my zero knowledge for the
Glow
thing.
thinks he doesn't exist because she's never met him.
I just wish he'd never seen my face, so that when you say you're going to Glow's house and you're talking to Glow and doing things with me, he thinks you're lying.
I'm a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, I'd like to think, like, I want to be so aloof to him, where he's just like, she's made up, you don't actually know her, like, she's just a girl on the internet you've never met.
That right now.
But he's seen you in my house on FaceTime, and he's seen me in your house on FaceTime, so that kind of ruined the illusion. I wish I had come up with this plan like before those two events have happened, but maybe if I cut my hair and start looking different,
right,
and then
we'll fool him again.
Yeah, you could be like, that wasn't the girl from the FaceTime calls.
I don't know what you're talking about. I started gaslighting him. Oh my God, no,
no, like I love Glow. We're best friends. I can't wait to slip up one day. Just be like, I can't wait to meet her. And then he'll be like, what? Be like, no, I mean, go over her house. Where have you been going?
Oh, sorry. I was far away from the mic.
Claire slouched. But
I did slouch.
She said, I don't know if I heard you in the mic or if I was listening to you out loud. But
I don't know. I said something.
Something was said, and it was maybe funny.
Possibly.
Wait.
Glow doesn't know the fucking button. Thank you.
I need to.
Live studio audience.
Maybe I should label them.
Oh my God, that should have been the first thing.
Yeah. Okay, but this is the laugh. Now, orange is the laugh.
Orange is laugh. What's red?
Red is the theme song.
Oh, hey. Speaking of theme.
Yeah, so our theme, the title of our podcast is Rigged Decks.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about it in the first app.
Yeah, but we wanted to like kind of talk about let's basically talk about what rigged decks means and why we decided to name that. name our podcast that.
Well, it started off as we could not find a name.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Literally the two most indecisive fucking people
in the world
trying to decide on something.
I know, but for some reason I stuck with it, and there's never been another name I wish we took. Or
Right.
What was your idea at in the first place?
Something that something.
It was two girls, two mics.
Yeah.
And I said, Claire, that's gonna sound like we're talking about porn and sex advice or something. Which there could be episodes maybe where we do that, but I feel like that could also be.
Listen, first thing that came to mind, I was like, it's catchy. It has history tied to it. But
what history?
The iconic video.
I know, but between us.
Just,
life history.
Just life history.
Yeah. It really did affect every single person's life if you were born before like 2002.
Oh my God. No, and then if you're born after 2002,
you're a blue waffle kid.
No, you're a Giovanna Plowman.
Oh, no, I guess that's like I'm on the Gen Z cusp, so I also know who she is.
And if you don't know her by name, then you're lucky.
Yeah.
And
I hope people, if you're listening to this, Google her name. Just Google her. I feel bad. I think bad things ended up happening to her.
Oh, bless her soul, honestly.
But rigged decks.
So back to the.
So
what a tangent that is.
So it actually came from a song lyric that I wrote, but it didn't fit into the song that I was writing. It was like, we only play with rigged decks now, so just deal the hand. Like implying like I'm willing to play this game even though I know the potential of me losing is much higher than the potential of me winning.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah, no, and I think that's good. I liked it because, everyone in life is dealt a different hand.
Yeah, and I was thinking we could definitely branch off that and say, sometimes you're dealt a hand that's rigged for you and benefits you and you could use it against you. But then there's also times where the hand's definitely not rigged against you and you kind of just have to make it work. Or sometimes like you literally can't. And that's also okay.
Yeah, that's why we when we were designing the logo on the iPad, I was like, well, it should be,
this has been a debate between us.
Right. And Glow's like, no. It should be almost it, but there should be one card missing.
No, I said there should be two of the same card in a hand, so know it's rigged. Like
No, but then my thing is, well, straight flush is almost, or royal flush is almost impossible to fucking get, so it's basically rigged.
Yeah, maybe for this Halloween we could be playing cards.
That'd be so fun.
Growing up, there's a picture. One year I was a ladybug, and my godmother was the queen of spades. She looked so cool. She was like in a black morph suit, but her face was cut out, and she was wearing a crown, and she had the spades drawn on her cheeks, and she was in a playing card costume, but the face of the playing card was her face sticking out. Oh,
love that.
It was phenomenal.
That's something.
And how the queen is holding flowers? She walked around holding flowers in her hand.
See, I want to dress up this year for Halloween, but I gotta be going somewhere.
You can come here. We could podcast on Halloween's Eve or night.
What about my friendsies, Alicia?
Oh yeah. Maybe I should get a bald cap. And I was gonna say be Avatar, but I don't think I could be Avatar.
Oh, that'd be good.
It would be really good. I don't think I could be him though. I'm too. Or maybe I could be Aang in the episode where they go watch the play about them, and it's Aang as a woman's playing him. Do you remember that episode? And he's like,
I'm familiar.
Yeah, Twinkle Toes. I just finished Avatar.
I've watched like every single episode of Avatar, just like in the background.
I'm gonna be Appa actually for Halloween.
Oh.
I'll just wear a big.
I'll be. Oh my God! Yes, actually, did you see the Avatar party that we threw for Georgia?
I saw the flags you drew.
Did you ever see the Momo I made?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God!
Let's steal those decorations, and I'll dress up as Appa. Have a big Zoom Halloween party. But back to rig decks. We like to get off on tangents.
Oh my god, yeah.
Love it. So I hope you're sticking with us. I try to steer our ship back in the direction every once in a while when I realize we've gone off ship. But welcome back to the ship that we're on. But we're probably going to talk about a range of things, even if it doesn't apply to the title of our podcast. I'd like to have a lot of episodes where we talk about that.
Honestly, we're just talking. That's really what it is. Like, I forgot there was a microphone here for a second. I mean, of course, when people start listening to it, I'll interact
with people,
people and everything.
We could have a Q&A episode.
That could be fun.
Claire and I were talking about earlier this week about we want to talk about sexuality and feminism and
things like
art, but also like we could talk about our own experiences because I'm like a Spanish woman and Claire's a white lady.
I am a white lady.
We definitely have been in like the same situations where like things could have gone dramatically differently if
my god, me and Glow have been stopped by the cops an unnecessary amount of time. That's a whole different story though.
But there's definitely things that like we could talk about that like even though we're both girls like we obviously share that in common.
And like talking like I mean not that this is like a podcast for the girls.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying like we don't have any male experiences.
Yeah, not that many.
Yeah, maybe when we have dudes. Hopefully maybe Deegan will come. Yeah. I think it'd be fun to talk to like a guy who's pursuing art.
Talk to Michael too.
Yeah.
He's past the
I heard him snoring through my headphones.
His hand is in his pants. He is out.
I love that. Eventually maybe Michael will be the producer of this podcast and help us keep things on track. But if anyone's looking for a non-paid internship where they just guide us in the right direction.
We could hang out. We could get food.
Yeah, we'll feed you if you want to eat. But yeah, I can't wait to see where this podcast goes and who listens and where it takes us. Yeah, I think Claire and I are really good at talking to each other.
Yeah,
because we're friends and
have been friends.
Yeah, and we talk to each other when there's no microphone, so it's pretty easy to.
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Do a quick back and forth.
But it would be nice to have full, real conversations that maybe stay on a single topic.
Right.
Like, we definitely share a bunch of experiences, too.
Yeah, and we definitely should. We could talk about more serious things.
Yeah, we plan on talking about serious stuff, but also we're like, get to know us first. Like, this is how we're silly.
Commentary.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, we're like slowly giving our traumas away.
Oh my god.
We'll slowly give them to you, but we can't just walk in hot.
Yeah, we can't just be throwing them on you.
Here's a story about my life changing in high school when I was pushed into a wall. Like, you'll learn about that maybe, I guess. Or like, I don't know, all the traumas.
Yeah.
Things that really changed us.
I know, because it's hard to like remember that this is like going out to the world.
I know. Like everyone will hear my traumas as you listen to the podcast. And like,
the other day me and you were like, oh, we're gonna air it all.
Oh, yeah. we were listening to a podcast earlier and they weren't really talking about themselves. And I was like, Claire, we are going to tell too much information about ourselves on our podcast. We're going to pop off. You're going to hear about all the worst relationships we've both ever been in.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna have to off recording of our vocal cords and voice boxes. Plan our fake names for these people.
Oh my god, I already have the best one.
Okay, well I have to get some fake names going in my brain. Yeah. But
that's it, baby.
That's it. We're really excited to keep podcasting. This is episode number 2.
Yeah. We're gonna do one every single week. So
every single week. Awesome. I really can't wait to see what happens, where this takes us, who listens, who thinks we're cool enough to listen to. Can't wait to find out who our haters are.
That's right.
It's our parents. They're like, please stop hanging out. Don't ever record your voice on camera. I keep saying camera. Please don't ever put your voice on the internet again, please.
Both our parents are very supportive.
Yeah, no, we have really great parents.
Yeah.
Which we love dearly. Thanks, Dad, for buying me this machine that recorded this podcast.
Hey.
He's our sponsor. Shout out to John Restrepo.
Gloriana's dad.
He's got it going on. He's got it going on. It was really awkward when he bought me my first song.
Did he buy you your first
Yeah,
song?
he did.
I love that.
He was flirting with the Victoria's Secret lady. He like could not help himself. He's like, yeah, my daughter's a large.
He yells it across the store.
I was like, shut up, I fucking hate you. He's like, yeah, my large daughter needs a large thong. I'm single, I'm a dad, I'm helping her out.
Yes.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye guys.